Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the NBA show. Um, every single week we do NBA weekly show, so we preview and review the weeks that have gone by, review the week, preview the next week. We're going to talk about whatever's going on in the NBA. King, welcome back. Sixers, Celtics tomorrow. We're going to preview that one as well. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Obviously, it was All-Star weekend. Wasn't the greatest of weekends.
Terrible. Boring.
All I'm gonna say about the weekend is that McClung, you're that guy. Like,
Mhm.
I've never seen a guy when it comes to a dunk contest just do straight every single time. No second chances, just straight
Yeah.
one after the other. He was the only good thing on the Saturday because 3 points. I mean, we see that week in and week out in the NBA. The skills challenge was ruined by the Spurs duo who decided,
Yeah.
to make a mockery of it. And then the main games, yeah, man. We'll talk about that and more. But in terms of my Sixers, yeah, they stay be losing, uh, as I predicted. And I don't really know what's next for my team. I mean, we got in Lonnie Walker, which was a good deal. But I
Very
think
good deal. Take it.
for the
Taking it, bro.
future, we need to move on Paul George at some point. I don't know. Embiid is going to be harder to move just because he's injury prone, but I think Paul George this season has been a problem, and he's cared more about his podcast than playing. Because if he even showed half the level that he's capable of, I think we'd be way higher up in the East. Because it's not
Yeah.
like the teams above us are that great. So as a Sixers fan, I'm upset, but I had my Super Bowl win with the Eagles, so I'm just gonna ride that till the end of the season.
Take it and go. You know what I'm saying? Take it. Take it. But yeah, I guess that's all. I mean, about the All Stars, I don't really want to get into it much. I just want to say shame on you, Adam Silver. And honestly, to make the All Star format like that, it's terrible. I'm sorry. It's actually it's actually appalling. I don't care about the 4 game tournament. That might be good, but the rest of it is terrible. What is an All Star weekend, bro? What is an All Star weekend? You're bringing in people like what? People from the G League to play, but there's so many All Stars out there getting snubbed. If you want to make a proper All Star tournament, bring every best player from every team. Don't leave players out. Bring players from the best. Bring at least 2 players from each and every team. In the NBA, all 30 teams. Why leave some players out? It doesn't make sense. We could have we could have seen Devin Booker there. I told people about Devin Booker. Devin Booker's having a good year. He's been snubbed. Sabonis having a good year, snubbed. Trae Young snubbed. Right? Who else? Who else am I missing?
My
LaMelo
boy
Ball.
Maxey.
LaMelo Ball. Tyrese Maxey snubbed. It really doesn't make sense. Bring every player from every team. Bring at least 30. Bring at least 30 players. Bring 30 players. Make it what do you call? Have 10 players. Rotate every quarter. Three teams, 10 players. What do you call it? 5 subs. You know what I'm saying? Rotate per quarter. 30 players from each and every team. Why leave some out? What's an All-Star weekend, bro?
Yeah.
The big names only. It's all for the big names. It's not for the what do you call? Like Mac McClung, excuse me. Mac McClung won it again. He won it again 3 years in a row. With all due respect to Matt McClung, he's the greatest dunker in the dunk contest. He's the greatest dunk contester of all time. It's no debate. 3 in a row, done it, right? But what else?
Has anyone else done 3 in a row?
No,
Anyway.
he's the first player to do 3 in a row in history in ever. Not even he's never been. No one's ever done it 3 in a row. No one's ever done 3 in a row. It's been him alone, and he's not. And ever since then, that's it.
Mm.
He's the very
Yeah, only
first.
guys have done twice. Jason Richardson and Nate Robertson did twice. Michael Jordan did twice.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one's done 3 in a row. Even Zach Levine didn't do 3 in a row.
Well, it just tells you everything you need to know, isn't it? I mean, I've got no words for the All Star Weekend. All for the big names, all for the cameras. You know, it's a popularity contest. No one gives a shit about it. I think you should just scrap All Star Weekend, bro. In my opinion, I think All Star break should be scrapped. Like, if I be honest with you, right? Cool. There can be like a week and a half break. I understand that. Sure, a week break is fine, right? But a week break, and you're back to playing basketball again with an All-Star break doesn't make sense. There's no break in All-Star break. You're still playing basketball. You only have a few days to rest and you're back to work. At least give a week off. At least give a week off. There's no reason why you should be playing basketball in mid-season. Take a break. Take a week break. Take a week or two break. You know? And this is why the NBA ratings are down, because you have All-Star because the All-Star rate because of the All-Stars. Because the All-Star weekend is one of them, right? You have way too many games in the NBA. Number 3, you want to try. You have 30 teams in the NBA. If you want to expand it, you got to lessen the games. You've got to lessen the games. There's way too many games. 82 games is way too much, in my opinion. Way too much. And bro, the referees are just terrible as well in the NBA. But that's another topic. But All-Star Weekend, just take it away, man. I said my part. You can say yours. I'm just trying a lot of waffle right now.
No, I get it. Let's go through the weekend. Let's really go through the weekend. So the thing that most fans would wanted to watch was the celebrity game. So imagine that. The thing that most people were looking forward to was seeing Kai Cenat and them guy kind of the Dons do the celebrity game. That was the most important thing in in terms of the All-Star weekend. So that happens, right? Then you have the Saturday. Now the problem with the Saturday, for me, and even before that, obviously you had the tournament with the young bulls, the sophomores, the G leaguers, in terms of a tournament to get a spot on the Sunday night, which I think should never happen, because I don't think none of those players that are in sophomore, freshman, or G League should have the potential to play on the Sunday. I don't think that have that tournament and then have them be the winners of the rookie showcase, but never give them an opportunity to play on Sunday, because that should be a given right for all stars, for the best of the best, the cream of the crop, creme de la creme, not these guys that aren't even good enough to be on that Sunday stage.
Yeah.
Second thing is it was a disgrace what Chris Paul and Wembanyama did for the skills game.
Yeah.
If they're not going to take it seriously, don't put them in. Put guys in that just want to win the skill. And even, you know what? Stop making it a team game. Make it just an individual challenge of 8 All-Stars. I'm tired of seeing guys on the All-Star weekend that aren't All-Stars. I think all games within the big 3 from now on, if they want to make it more popular,
Make
you
it
need
form players, inform players.
Form players or All-Stars should be in these kind of things. So have an 8-man group of 8 players do the skills challenge and give a big enough prize that they want to do it. Because back in the day, you would see the best of the best players. Even Kobe would be doing Lillard, all the All-Stars would be doing the skills challenge. Now they're just having teams of anybody. Team Cavaliers. People care about the Cavs like that. Cavs haven't been important since LeBron left, so no one cares about that. Then you've got the 3-point contest. Everyone can shoot threes, right? So that's not really that interesting to watch. But for me, I think you need as long as you get the elite over the elite shooters, it's cool. All right. Then you got the dunk contest. In all probability, it's 4 nobodies compared to All-Stars. It's 4 nobodies in this dunk contest. It's 4 guys that no one really cares about. As good as Mac McClung on the same weekend walked past a guy with his T-shirt, said hi to him, and he didn't even notice who he was. If you see Mac McClung on the street, do you know who he is? You don't. But he's a 3-time.
No.
He's won more. He's made more money for winning 3 dunk contests than his entire NBA basketball career. That's you should force these All-Stars to be in the dunk contest. I'm tired of Giannis John Morant, Zion, who else? Zach Levine, Aaron Gordon, all these guys that can actually dunk, or even Anthony Edwards, and they ever since LeBron said no, are not doing the dunk contest. MJ won back-to-back dunk contests. He was the best player in the league. The elite of the elite should be in the dunk contest, or just scrap it and have a 1v1 game where players face each other 1v1 for a big prize. Problem is, you have to incentivize these players to want to do these things.
Yeah,
No one's incentivized to want to do the dunk contest.
trying to
They don't want to.
trying to force players to do dunk contests is gonna be difficult, but you only got yourselves to blame for not making it competitive enough.
Yeah.
I want to see the best dunker in the league versus Pat
Yeah.
or whatever his name is. I want to see Jaylen Brown. I want to see what Zach Levine. I want to see LeBron James. Bro, do you see that LeBron dunk today against the Hornets?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is what we want to see. We don't want to see random people. Like, no offense to them, like they're good dunkers, sure, but put NBA players up against them. You saw the Damian Lillard half court shot, right?
Yeah.
That half, and the guy made that half court shot. That is something good. That is what we want to see. You want to see NBA players compete with non-NBA players. You want to see NBA. You want to see rookies or G League players compete with or college basketball players compete with proper NBA stars. You know,
in the dunk contest and stuff.
Give them something to remember. Not compete against each other. You're out there All-Star break meeting all the NBA stars, but you're doing nothing with them. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, bro.
Yeah.
Go on.
And then finally for the Sunday, they had 3 games. They had a 3-hour program. Half of it was adverts. Another like 20-30 minutes was music. The amount of actual basketball that you watched on the Sunday was minuscule. Like, why am I watching a 3-hour program when minority of it is actual basketball, and these so-called superstars are only going up to 40. So 2 teams of those 4, and one of those 4 teams being NBA sophomore freshmen that won the tournament the day before, are only going up to 40. So you did all this to become an all-star, to only play up to 40, to play like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Play 5-10 minutes of a game, and then it's over because you lost. What the All-Star game what they need to do is make it competitive, make it worthwhile financially, and make it what it should have been this year. USA versus the world. Have players born outside of the US versus players born in the US. You have enough now. And also, stop putting the All-Star game in America. Make it a worldwide event. Put it in somewhere like London.
They call it All-Star break for nothing. You're still in America. You're still going to the same old places where the NBA exists.
Yeah,
where the NBA exists at.
These guys.
They already watch these guys. It's already in cities and stadiums or in arenas where NBA happens.
Yeah.
Texas is not Texas. Excuse me. Tampa Bay doesn't see the NBA.
Yeah.
Seattle no longer sees the NBA. Cincinnati doesn't see the NBA. I mean, they're all Cleveland fans. To be fair, they're all Cavaliers fans. Who else? Which city am I missing? Kansas City doesn't see the NBA.
If you want to go Canada, Vancouver, Mexico City, there's places to go.
Cancun. We all joke about NBA teams when they get knocked out of the playoffs. They go to Cancun.
Yeah.
Go there. Go ball out in a venue where where it's actually like tourist, like it's got good tourist attraction.
Yeah.
Then you can get more and the NBA needs to do more for the fans as well.
A 2-week break and have one of those weeks between be the All-Star break in an international stay.
And bro, not only that, right? But you can, but also if the NBA really wants fans to actually attend these All-Stars, right? Or majority of fans worldwide to attend the All-Stars, why don't you help with the accommodation?
Yeah.
Why don't you help with the accommodation, the flights, all that, to get fans over and watch? Why does fans have to do everything by themselves?
Have more packages.
The fans, exactly. And bro, I'll tell you what, right? This is where the NBA messes up financially. It's all about, caring. It's the ratings are down. The ratings are down. I can't even watch full NBA games in Thailand on TV. I watch it. I have to pay for League Pass. I had to pay for League Pass, and I don't mind paying for League Pass. I actually watch the games back. I can watch all games back without spoilers and everything like that. That's what I do anyways, right? But, well, if I miss a game. I don't often miss games, but I do. To have the NBA go out to a nice venue, like let's say Hawaii, for example. Let's say Cancun. Maybe like, let's say Paris, I mean, to be fair, they had NBA games in Paris this year. They had Spurs versus the Pacers. But bro, who supports the Pacers in France? Who supports the Pacers in France? They're all San Antonio Spurs fans because of Wemby.
Yeah.
It's all based around Victor Wembanyama, someone who brings a name to the NBA.
Yeah.
You're flying out to Wemby's hometown. Of course, there's going to be Spurs fans all over the place. And let's say you bring Rudy Gobert to France. There'll be Rudy Gobert fans all over the place. There's not going to be, like, what do you call a team? Okay, maybe you bring, like, the Lakers out. You bring the Lakers out. Bring the Celtics out. There'll be plenty of fans. Warriors, there'll be plenty of fans. Mavericks, there'll be plenty of fans. These big-name teams, big-name market teams. Knicks, let's say Heat, Who else am I missing? Denver. I mean, Denver and Serbia, sure. In Serbia, 100%. Who else? Who else am I missing? There's more. Sixers, maybe? Sixers as well? Sixers are definitely a market team.
Yeah, definitely. Allen Iverson and Embiid as well. He's got a big fan base in France and Africa and stuff like that.
Bro, OKC Thunder.
Yeah.
Another
Shea
team.
in Canada.
Bro, this is what I'm saying. NBA wants to bring out teams to, like, remember Sixers Celtics played in London?
Yeah.
There was plenty of Celtics and Sixers fans in the UK.
Yeah.
These are high market teams. You bring the Spurs out, and no disrespect to the Pacers, but the Pacers are only supported mostly in Indiana, in Indianapolis. There's not many Pacers fans worldwide. There's way more San Antonio Spurs fans worldwide than there are Pacers fans worldwide. Bro, they're all there to support Wembanyama.
Yeah, it would have been better to be like a Spurs Warriors or Spurs Lakers, like another team that has a name about them.
And not only that, bro. Not only that, right? But you've also got they're also trying to market the Wembanyama jerseys. That's what they're trying to do. The NBA is trying to sell Wembanyama jerseys so they can profit off of that. Because maybe they're seeing Wemby's jersey's not selling much, so we'll go to France and we'll market it there. It's all market, bro. It's all money. They don't care about the fans. Adam Silver has a lot to do, man. If he wants to get the NBA up and running again, because when LeBron and Steph Curry, when all these players leave the NBA, when they all retire, the ratings are gonna go from up here to down here, 100%. There's no way that the NBA stays at the same rating they are at right now. Because Curry and LeBron are the two most influential players we have today in today's day. When they retire, we're finished. The NBA is finished. There's hardly going to be anyone that's going to, actually bother watching the NBA. They're only going to watch the playoffs because the playoffs are interesting. Because they actually show the playoffs. They don't often show the regular season game. But somebody wants to watch regular season games? Open regular season games. Show it around the world. Showcase it. Go to Tampa Bay. Go to Hawaii. Go to, like, Cancun. Bro, we need more NBA games worldwide. I saw there's been an NBA game in Mexico. I'm not sure if there was, but I think there was, right? In Mexico. If I'm not mistaken, I think there was this year.
They went to Mexico City.
They went to Mexico City, right? Why don't you try and market NBA teams from Mexico City? Why don't you try and market NBA teams from Tampa Bay, Seattle? Which of the places am I missing that does Cincinnati maybe? One thing I will say is, though, don't you dare bring another team to Boston. Don't you dare bring another team to Boston, because Boston is one massive state. Like, we are just we're not a massive state, but we're all Boston Celtics fans. You can't convince anyone in Massachusetts to support anyone else. We're all Boston Celtics fans. No one's going to support any new team in Massachusetts.
Oh no, you have to do it in new places. You have to go back to Seattle. You probably have to do a Mexican team.
Tampa Bay,
maybe
Tampa Bay, bro.
Maybe another Canadian
Cincinnati.
team.
I mean, to be honest, Cincinnati are all Cleveland Cavaliers fans already. Why pull it NFL and what do you call break the city in break the state in half in terms of fan base? You know, Vancouver maybe, but they're all Toronto Raptors fans now in Canada, so it's hard to break up a fan base. I mean, there's a lot of Knicks fans and Pistons fans as well up there because they're right near the because Knicks and the Pistons are near Canada. So too are the Celtics. There are a lot of Celtics fans in Canada as well. You know.
Yeah.
The thing is, the Lakers. Like, I understand, maybe bring the Lakers to another nation or to another city, but you also got to look at Los Angeles is such a massive place. Like, it's hard for the Lakers to take the Lakers out of Los Angeles and go play in another country when Los Angeles has so many tourists. When Los Angeles is like that big. But I can understand that. But at the same time, bro, you got to do what you got to do. You got to bring the ratings up. You've got to add some what do you call? How do you say it? Gotta add some nice background to it. The NBA only has America as its background. You know, if you care so much about your worldwide fans, if you care so much about us, you know, we watch NBA. Go to countries like the UK. Go back to the UK again. Go back to Germany. Like the NFL has Germany games. Go to all these arenas. Go to all these venues. You know. Bring tourists to watch the NBA. All-Star Weekend should be there, bro. All-Star Weekend should be there. We're seeing the same names. Golden State, bro. We've seen Golden State before, haven't we?
Yeah.
I'm sure we've seen Golden State before. We've seen what the Clippers have a new state. The Clippers have a new arena. They're gonna go to Intuit Dome next year. They're going to the Intuit Dome next year.
That makes sense though, because it's a new one, so it will be nice.
I can understand that, but bro, we've got. Boston hasn't hosted an All-Star Weekend since 1964. 1964, Boston has not hosted an All-Star game. It's crazy. When was the last time Philadelphia hosted an All-Star game? When was the last time Miami hosted an All-Star game? You know, they're going to the same place, not the same places, but places that we're so familiar of. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry, go on.
No, there's not much else to say. I just think they need to add more international flavor to their thing. This new format was terrible for me.
Yeah,
it was terrible. The Rising Stars being on the Sunday, no. We just want two teams. We want two teams. We want it to be international versus USA. Make it a pride thing. Make it a money thing, make it more advantageous financially for them, and just allow. And if you're gonna keep with this, let's say they keep with this 4-team format, then do 4 teams of All Stars. 8, 16, 20. That's 32 All Stars. Add more All Stars because I don't think people want to see the Rising Stars on the Sunday.
Yeah.
People don't want to see those guys.
The Rising Stars, no one goes to
LeBron
watch
James
Rising
and then
Stars.
man versus Dalton Connect.
I like that, Dalton Connect.
You know, like
the drafting with captains was okay. Yeah, I like that. Like Chuck, Kenny, Shaq, you know, and Candace. I like that too. I agree with you 100%. But bro, the issue is they're not being selective enough with the All Stars. They're not being selective with the players that are playing. They need to look into other teams, bro, because like you said, Tyrese Maxey got snubbed, having a great year. Trae Young got snubbed. You know, who else? Who else am I missing? LaMelo Ball, Devin Booker. Bro, a lot of players got snubbed from All-Star Weekend because it's all big names. They don't care about anything else.
Yeah.
They don't care about anything else. Was Luka playing at the All-Stars? I don't think he was, wasn't he?
No.
This is what I'm saying. The captains are good. I like the idea of doing the Kenny Chuck thing. Kenny Chuck Shaq thing. That's because you know why? This is the last year of TNT. That's why they're doing it. I think they're doing it just to say goodbye to TNT, because TNT are no longer going to host basketball games. They're no longer showing basketball games. Next year
Yeah.
it's going to be what was it, Amazon, or was it? I forgot what it was. Is it going to be Amazon next year?
I'm not sure. I would have to double
I
check.
think it's Amazon next year that they're going to start showing NBA games next year, if I'm not mistaken. Because TNT are saying goodbye to the league now. It's done. TNT are no longer showing games next year.
Yes, it's NBC and Amazon.
NBC, thank you. NBC. It was another one. I was thinking about it.
Yeah, NBC, Amazon, ABC, and ESPN will still.
ESPN.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no more
That's
TNT.
That's exactly what I'm trying to say, bro. That's exactly what I've been saying all this time, bro. Like it's just so it's pathetic, if you ask me. If you ask me, it's just honestly pathetic, like how Adam Silver handles all this. With all due respect, like I couldn't care less anymore. Like we've said it way too many times, and he ain't doing anything. And if NBA fans really want change, they really want, shit to go down well. Why don't we just actually, go up, try and talk to Adam Silver? Someone trying to talk to Adam Silver, We're all saying these things on social media. The NBA is not going to read this on social media. They don't care about us on social media. They're just posting our stuff, and we're just there commenting on their posts. They're not going to reply to us. They're not going to see what we want. Somebody has to go up to Adam Silver and talk to him about it. No one's gonna just talk about it because sorry. See, I know. Sorry, let me just say it again. What I mean is, on social media, Adam Silver's not going to respond to you on social media. He's not. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to respond to you on social. He's going to respond to you on if you go up to talk to him. If you at least try and host a meeting with him, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all we have to do about All-Star Weekend. Anything else? Any last words to say about All-Stars?
Yeah. I do agree with Monkey. I did like the drafting process of it, but I felt like they were just trying to. They did it in a way where they were very specific of the guys they brought in, so it just felt like it was premeditated in terms of Shaq went with the older guys. Kenny went with the younger guys. Chuck went with the global guys. But then when guys got injured, they didn't replace them in the same way. So you had one-off guys that weren't international on the international team and things of that nature. So I think, like, for me, the drafting process makes sense, but just make it all stars. I don't want to see the rising team. As I said, what Candice Rising Stars, I don't want to see them on the Sunday. I want to see all stars. I want to see the best.
All four teams. Only two teams, bro. They had All-Star. They had 2 games against each other. There was only 2 games. There was only 2 games that happened. Yeah. Everyone should have played against each other. Why play 2 games and not have a and not actually show not show. But if you're gonna have all 4 games, if you have 4 teams, make them compete against each other, all against each other. In like a mini tournament, like a 10-minute game or something like that. 10 minutes per game.
Well, have more games.
Make it a proper tournament. Make it an actual tournament, bro.
Yeah, because, tournament to the. But I will say this: this was the Rising Star team: Dalton Connect, Jalen Wells, Zach Edey, Keontae George, Stephen Castle, Tracy Jackson Davis, Ryan Dunn, and Amin Thompson. These men aren't all stars yet. They aren't all stars yet. They're on the Sunday. But
to be fair with you, though, Amin Thompson's been very, very good. Thompson's been very, very good.
The number 1 vote getter in Trae Young isn't in All-Star Sunday, but these guys are. It don't make sense to me. For me personally, if you're going to do the 14 format, have 4 teams of All-Stars, have more time for those games, and not up to 40, maybe even up to 50 points, and actually have less time for advertising. It's just like an advertising
first to 50 points. Bro, there was 2 hours of advertisements and then like all introduction. Like this is exactly what I'm trying to say. I didn't even watch All Star Weekend because I knew it was gonna be all this. I didn't even care. I didn't even bother about All Star Weekend. I didn't even watch the games. I just saw a few highlights here and there, and I already knew it was gonna be that bad. I didn't even bother watching it back.
Yeah.
All I saw was Jason Tatum's winning bucket. That's it, and that's all I was happy about. I couldn't care less about anything else. The fact that Jason Tatum's going winning bucket in the All Stars, I'm happy about it. I couldn't care less about anything else, mate. I'll be real.
Yeah. Yeah, the show was just too long for the basketball you're getting on the Sunday. It's not worth watching the whole show. You might as well just wait till the highlights come out.
It isn't. You're right.
Because watching the highlights, you're getting the best bits, and you're not having to sit there through advert after advert, sitting there through a bunch of like extra nonsense. The music performance was okay, but was a bunch of artists that probably most people who are under the age of like 26, 27 don't really know about outside of Sweetie. So you got a bunch of acts that the younger generation don't know really about. So you're just like wasting their time as well. And then it just
sorry, my bad. I didn't realize it was I didn't realize it was 3 games. I didn't realize it was a semifinal and a final.
Yeah, it was 3 games.
But make every team play against each other. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah. It was 2 semis and a final, but it was just like it was a lack of actual basketball on the Sunday. And a lack of effort in general, because they don't care, right? They don't want to get hurt. They've got the second half of the season, etc., etc. Because there's no incentive. There's no incentive to do well. And the fact that you added a Rising Stars team, it makes even less of importance to the All Star game, because it's like, and that's why I agreed with Draymond Green. Like there are guys that aren't going to be sophomores and freshmen in the NBA and make that game, but they're going to put the effort in and the work in to become an All Star down the line and earn the accolade. Because that being on the Sunday is earned, not given. So for me, yeah. And also the last thing I want to say, LeBron James, you weren't going to play. You should have said earlier, and you should have gave someone else another chance to play instead of you. And going all there for to do the whole thing and not actually play and not actually suit up because you're a bit hurt, and then you play against Charlotte and still lose. You're bum.
Yeah. No, I hear that. But yeah, I think we're gonna move on to the week review now. Not really much to say. I mean, the Celtics won 3 games in a row. We beat the Knicks. We beat the Cavs. Sorry, not the Knicks. Sorry, not the Cavs. Excuse me. We beat. Let me just quickly see this. We beat the. Hold on, where was I? Oh, sorry. I was here. We beat the Heat and we beat the Spurs. That was our 2 games. That was literally our 2 games, and that's all about. I don't want to preview much about the Celtics. I don't really want to talk much about the Celtics. Just getting back into form. Just winning games. We're just picking up results, looking good again. So that's all I want, to be honest. I really want anything much. And we've got Sixers and Knicks coming up. We've got Sixers tomorrow. We've got the Knicks. And the Raptors is on. Oh yeah, the Raptors is next week. What are you saying about the Sixers game? Obviously, because that's our team. Obviously, Sixers. Let's quickly have a look at the Sixers. They lost both games to Brooklyn and Toronto, but that was tight games, wasn't it? Tight games that you guys lost.
Yeah, tight games, but
and you guys lost to the Bucks as well.
Yeah, I'll say this in terms of those games. The biggest issue with those games is that we've had a lack of scoring from Paul George. In the game against the Nets, we lost by 4 points, and Paul George came out with 36 minutes of basketball, scoring 2 points.
Yeah,
that's a problem. You're meant to be an all-star caliber player. Went for 1 for 7, 0 for 5 for 3, and you scored 2 points in 5 minutes plus of basketball. I'm sorry, I was excited when he came in, but he's just been a bust, in my opinion. And
I knew it wasn't going to go down well. I knew it wasn't going to go down well.
Yeah. You had no Maxey, no Embiid, so you had to step up to the plate, and you didn't. How is man like Quincy Grimes and Kelly Oubre getting 30 points each, and you're finishing with 2? If you're injured, like you say, go get whatever surgery you need and take time off, because we're not winning. We're not winning anything this year. So if you're injured, like you say you are, stop taking stuff, and just get yourself right. Because at this
Yeah.
point, also Embiid, if you need that surgery, take the surgery. We don't need you to play. We're not making playing. Keep losing. Gonna lose again. Boston's gonna wipe the floor with us if we're not fully fit anyway, and we're not. So if you man are really hurt, go get what you need to get done and get it done, and we'll try again next year, because this year's a write-off. It's done. 76ers. Well, Philly's already won the trophy in the Super Bowl. So the NBA, yeah, man, maybe next year. We ain't getting out the East. We're not gonna get to the play-in. We keep losing. We're close. It's 2 games back, but we've lost 34 games this season. We're on a 5-lose streak, and we're about to play the Celtics. It's not a rivalry. It's going to be a beatdown. Or what Jay
I ain't
Uso
even
would say,
I ain't even trolling. I don't want to troll. I don't want to do this before the games because I don't want it to come back to bite me. So let's just. I'll
oh no, you
keep it
control.
No.
No.
I'm keeping it humble until the game ends. I'm not gonna trash talk. I know, because I don't want to talk much when we're up. You know what I'm saying? Sixers. I want it to be a proper rivalry again. I want it to be a good rivalry again. Unfortunately, we did lose to you on Christmas Day, and that's not what I wanted. And I wanted us to win on Christmas Day. I would have much rather us win on Christmas Day than win against you last time out at the Wells Fargo Stadium.
Mm.
I would have much rather we beat you at TD Garden on Christmas Day than win last game. I'll be real. If I had to pick one, sure, the Christmas Day game, because Christmas is a good day. You know, Christmas games are always good fun to watch.
Yeah,
I didn't properly watch it, but yeah.
We were fully fit. Caleb Martin actually showed up, scored 23, but we moved him on. But Paul George on that day, 12 points. So what do you think Paul George is going to do on this day against Philly?
Is he playing tomorrow?
Doesn't really matter. Last game he scored 2 points. This game he's probably going to score 0. I'm tired of that guy, man. He's got more podcasts than points in terms of this season. That's what he's doing out here. He's got more podcasts than we have wins. That's what it is. This season is George podcasts more than Philadelphia 76ers win this season. 20 wins. It's pathetic. 11th in the East. Right now, and it's the worst East I've seen in a long time. We're 11th. I'll be honest, I'm tired of talking about my team in terms of basketball. I watch other teams. I don't watch my team anymore.
I'll enlighten you. Honestly, I don't like, I don't want to see, fan, because you're a humble fan. I don't like to troll humble fans, because at the same time, you keep it real all the time anyways. I'll say this. You guys have a good future for sure. Like, I'm not even trolling. Look at the core that you have. You've got next season. You've got what's his name again? That's coming back.
Jared McCain.
Jared McCain, right?
Yeah,
you've drafted him. He's definitely been good this season up until he got injured. Tyrese Maxey's playing is absolute. He's playing games of his life to try and get the Sixers over the line. Unfortunately, your team lets him down. He works his ass off every single game.
Yeah. I like the deals that we've made for Yabusele. I like the fact that
Yabusele's good. Yabusele's another good player.
Lonnie
Walker.
Yeah,
I told you about Lonnie Walker. I told you about Lonnie Walker. So forget Joel Embiid, right? Look at the outside of it, right? If you get a good draft pick in the offseason, you draft him. You draft you draft a backup big. If you decide to keep Joel Embiid, you draft a backup big. If you decide to trade Joel Embiid away, get some picks and draft a proper center, proper big man this summer. You know what I'm saying? Draft a proper big man. Replace Joel Embiid. Look to the future. Sixers have a good future. I'm saying this now, right? You guys should move on from Joel Embiid if you want to. If you don't want to, I can understand it. He's great. He's a really good player. It's hard to move from good players, but where does he go to? His salary is really, really big. it's gonna be hard for someone to afford a salary. That's the thing.
That's the problem with him and Paul George. We're kind of locked in because they're two salaries that are very hard to
Does he go to LA and play with Luca in the future?
do. Embiid.
Yeah, when LeBron goes.
There will be definitely if you were gonna shop him, it'd be a team that would look at him. But if they ain't bringing Mark Williams in because of injury prone, then they're not gonna bring in Embiid.
That's true. You make a good point there, because of injury. Yeah, I guess. But then you brought Luka Doncic in, who's also injury prone. So
I don't think he's injury prone. I think
it's not like
Dallas
injury
is
prone,
taking
but
every
but
excuse.
he has had fitness issues in the last year. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
But
with LeBron, he can work on that. Embiid
oh
needs
yeah,
to
of
get
course,
that surgery. Embiid
No, I'm
needs to
talking
get
about
that
I'm talking about
surgery.
Luka. I'm talking about Luka, not LeBron.
Oh yeah, Luka with LeBron, he's gonna learn from LeBron how to keep fit. That's the good thing about Luka being in LA is that he's got a guy that he can learn from. In Dallas, he didn't really have that as much, but LeBron is one of the best people to when it comes to dealing with their body and making it a temple. So if he can give good habits to Luka and Luka learn from one of the best of all time, then yeah, I think Luka in the long run will be better for it. In terms of Embiid, he just needs to get that surgery and and come back next season. I'll be honest with you, just get the surgery done. Paul George is the
Why
one
is
we
he
have
missing
to focus on.
games? So why is he constantly missing games when he's available?
He's injured.
No, but when he's available, he still sits out.
He can't
Not
do
even on back-to-back.
back to back. He can't do back to backs at all.
Bro, this guy might as well just
He
retire.
said
Man,
he's
if you're gonna
dealing
play.
with an injury, so he has to get. For me,
No,
if I'm him, I'm getting the surgery because we're not doing anything this season.
I
And then
I I understand that, but at the same time, if you look at his injury record right, it's not great. But when he's available, he should play. The Sixers are in a dire situation. You guys need your players. You need your players fit right now. You need all the help in the world you can get right now. When your record isn't great. You're what 14? You're 14
I'd
points.
rather us tank at this point and get a pick next season because we have a top 6 pick
We're
protected.
nearly in March now.
Yeah, man.
That's already what we're gonna reach the 60 game mark sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I just keep losing. I'll be honest.
Fair enough. I mean, I don't blame you for that, but I mean, while you still got time, try and win some games. Try and make the playoffs. You still got a lot to play for, in my opinion. I think you got one more run in you, and then you trade, and then you make some big moves in the offseason. But my question is, do you trade away Joel Embiid, or do you trade away Paul George, or trade away both? What do you think?
You can't really trade both. That's why I'm saying you have to tank to get a top 6 pick, and then go from there. Because at this rate, right, we lost 5 in a row with 34 losses.
Yeah.
The problem with it is that in the long term we've made some good moves, right? Lonnie Walker, Yabusele, things of that nature.
But Lonnie Walker isn't a long term deal though. He's not a long term player. He goes he hops around everywhere. He hops around teams.
But if he has a good 2 years, then you can keep him on for a longer kind of trajectory. Or he's gonna move on regardless. I think with this season, making the playoffs doesn't make any difference to our team whatsoever. Doesn't really do much for Philly. Philly need to get Embiid fit. He says he needs one more surgery. Do the surgery. If Paul George needs a surgery, do his surgery and focus on the season after. Because this season, even if we make the play-in, we're not going to win it. If we make the playoffs, we're going to get knocked out in the first round. We're not getting beyond the first round because we lost our young guy in McCain. Paul George and Embiid aren't playing at a consistent level enough.
Maxi's playing very well.
Yeah, Maxi's playing well, but our big three haven't played together, so they don't really know how to play together for a consistent basis. Unless we get a run of games where all 3 men are playing together and are kind of gelling, which isn't happening, then there's not really any hope for the postseason. So I would say focus on the season after, because I think this season we're not making it any past the furthest we can get is round 1 of playoffs. That's about it. Because if we let's say we win the play-in, we get maybe 7 or 8. In the first round, we're either going to get you or the Cavaliers. We're not beating either team. You think we're beating Boston in 7 games? No. Are we beating Cavs in 7 games? No. So what are we playing for?
I understand. I understand your frustration for sure.
So yeah, just get about the season. Focus on next year.
Lowry's out for you guys. Gordon is out tomorrow. Edwards is out, and Jared McCain is out. That's all. But you got Maxey, Embiid, and Paul George fit tomorrow, I think.
Yeah.
I think you should be okay for tomorrow. 5 losses in a row is not great, but going into tomorrow, you're gonna need to try and bounce back. Definitely gonna need to try and bounce back tomorrow, and that's the most important. That's the most important aspect for tomorrow's game. You have to try and play your heart out tomorrow if you want to win. I'm not even saying this with arrogance. Like,
you know what? We're so weird. We might even win that game.
That's the thing, because the Celtics love to play against teams that Celtics hate playing against teams that are without their best player. Bro, last year, right, we lost to the Los Angeles Lakers without LeBron AD at TD Garden. Yeah. That's one of the most embarrassing losses I've ever seen in my life, by the way, as a Celtics fan. That's one of the most embarrassing losses I've ever seen in my life. And I still can't even get over it. But even though we won the NBA championship, I still can't even get over that loss. There's still some losses that you still can't get over, even though you've already been there with your team, been on the opposite team. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think we'll win tomorrow, and I hope we win convincingly, because I want the Celtics to bounce back. Like, I really want this to be like a win streak. I want this to start a win streak now, because I know I've said this way too many times on streams. Start a win streak. We have not done that yet this season. We've not had a win streak yet this season. But the past few games, I've just been so impressed with the team. Like, the past 3 games, I've just been really, really happy and really impressed with how the Celtics have been playing. Like, that's the level I want us to be at. Being the Spurs at home, that's a tough team to beat. With Fox and Wemby, and Chris Paul, that's a good team, right?
Yeah.
You beat Miami, still a rivalry game. You beat them on the road. That's a tough team. Still a good team. You still beat them, right? We beat the Knicks. That's a team that's chasing us right behind us. That's a team chasing right behind us, where they're literally in 3rd in the East. They're chasing behind us, and we went and blown them out on the road at Madison Square Garden. This is what I'm saying. The past 3 games for me have just been really impressive, and I thought, you know what? If we can keep this run up tomorrow, if we can beat the Sixers tomorrow, beat New York at home, that's where I see, like, do you know what? We can start a run. Come on, like, let's kick on from here. Because I said this already. After the All-Star break, the Celtics are gonna go. They're gonna try and act like the team that they were again last season. We're not the same, but we can try and be somewhere around that. Try and be as close to that, and let's just get into the playoffs in a good position. 2nd would be good enough. I don't mind 2nd. 2nd is okay for me, especially what the Cavs have been doing this year. They've just been on a roll this season. It's hard to knock it past them this year. They've looked really good this year, so it's hard to stop. It's hard to look past them in terms of regular season record wise. We've got one more game against them. We've beaten the Cavs at TD Garden. We've beaten the Cavs at in Cleveland already. That's a big win. That's a big win in itself, right? You've beaten those 2 teams. What else have we got? Like, we just had to beat them one more time, and we beat them in the season series. We'll do 3-1 on them in the regular season series, and that's good enough. That's good enough. In terms of regular season wise, playoffs, gotta go on the road and try and beat them. If you can beat them on the road, I think you can defend home court. That's my biggest issue. So it's us against Cleveland right now, in my opinion. And I think we can get past the playoffs. I think we can try and get past the first round against who's up there? The Bulls are there. There's the Hawks. I don't know who else. Heat. look, they're still tough. They're still going to be tough games. Playoffs is a different game. I completely understand. Playoffs is like completely different game. So this is why I'm like, let's just finish the season. Let's end the season strong. Let's get into a good position and let's roll on from there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Celtics Sixers tomorrow. We've got everyone back fit tomorrow. Drew Holiday and Jaylen Brown returns tomorrow. Just Xavier Tillman's out. That's it. It's just Xavier Tillman out alone. Other than that, that's it. We've got one player out. I'll back us to win tomorrow, but it's not going to be easy.
It's going to be a difficult one.
Back your team. Come on.
What, back? I am back in nothing. 5 losses in a row. Paul George, last game with 2 points. Speed is probably going to be half healthy, maybe limited minutes, probably. Maxi is coming off an injury as such, so it will be good to have him back. But yeah, no, it'll be a loss.
Let's predict the rest of the matchups. Sorry, go on. What were you saying?
It'll be a close one, but it'll be a loss. Even if we go up, I swear against you, we went up by 20 something points and still lost.
Yeah, you did. 26 points.
Yeah, see?
And we came back and won the game.
We could do the same thing again.
No, as the Celtics start shooting well, then I don't see it. I don't see anyone doing it. That's the thing. We just got to start off well and shoot well. That's all I ask for.
I think you will. It's
us relying on our shooting to get out of the line, obviously. Because earlier in games this season, we have struggled shooting wise, and we got back into the game just when the team start getting cocky and confident. We use that to our advantage and just try and build confidence to get back into the games. That's what we did against the Sixers. And that's what we have done in games where we have come back and we've won. Like, there's been games where we've lost, but at least we ended the game strong. That's what I'm saying. So we can come back and we can win the games. But yeah, I'm backing the Celtics to win tomorrow at the Wells Fargo. Obviously, not really much else to talk about. Obviously, last week it wasn't really much. I mean, Luka made his debut for the Lakers against the Jazz, lost against the Jazz as well. Back to the following games, and the Lakers lost to the Hornets today. That's not a good sign. Obviously, the Lakers are still trying to gel together. Obviously, with Luka, LeBron, they're trying to bring their chemistry together. Obviously, got Austin Reeves as well, who got ejected from the game today. I think he got ejected. I don't know what exactly. Were double technical foul, double tech. That's why he got.
Yeah, for swearing a lot. I think.
Oh my, bro! The game is gone, sir. The game is actually gone, bro. Real talk. The game is actually gone. Like, come on, everyone swears, bro. Come on, like, I don't understand, like, this double technical thing. Come on, man. And just look around the rest of the league. Obviously, Thunder lost before the All-Star break. Cavs and Thunder both tied on record. Celtics just behind them. Memphis doing okay. Memphis is second in the East. The West, excuse me. The Knicks are looking good. Pacers climbed up to fourth now. They're looking good. The Bucks are okay. They seem to be, in a good position as well. The Detroit Pistons, bro. We spoke with the Detroit Pistons, didn't we? Yeah. Like they're quietly having a good year. Like, no one's really talking about the Pistons because obviously they're not a massive, like, they've not done well the past couple of years, but they're 26 and 29, 26. Excuse me, fucking now 29-26.
Yeah,
29 wins, 26 losses, bro. That's a decent, and they're in sixth in the East. But they're quietly having a decent year for that team,
Yeah,
quietly
for them, because the three team below them have different issues that have led
Magic injuries,
Hawks injuries.
Hawks injuries, but the Hawks. But bro, the Hawks traded away their one of their best players, DeAndre Hunter, to the Cleveland Cavaliers, who they might face, in who they might face in the first round.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Bulls, Yeah, Bulls. I don't see them doing anything this year. The Heat. I think the Heat. I think the Heat are still okay. They're well off. When Andrew Wiggins starts firing, you never know. You never know. They might click. They might click.
Yeah.
So the Heat are a team to watch. The Magic, they'll probably get back into rhythm soon. I think the Magic will be okay before the playoff time. Pistons, I think they'll make the playoffs. I think the Pistons will make the playoffs. It'll be them against the Knicks. I think. I think the Pistons will stay in sixth, and they'll make the playoffs. I think Magic and Atlanta. Wait, who do they make the playoffs in the East in terms of like play-in tournament? I think the Magic make the playoffs. I think the Heat. I think the Heat or the Hawks will make the playoffs. The Bulls, Sixers, don't see them making the playoffs this year. What do
No,
you think?
I think the way it is right now, I don't think there's going to be much changes in terms of maybe changes in terms of teams standings overall. In terms of the teams that are top six.
Yeah,
The thing about it is in terms of the West, it's going to be very interesting if the Timberwolves and the Mavericks move up or down because of the Mavericks traded away Luca, but then AD got injured, so I don't
yeah,
know how they're going to be. They don't really have a center at the moment. Kings are an interesting one because they've made some moves, so who knows? And then the Warriors as well, they can go up with Jimmy.
yeah.
So the West has a lot of interest in terms of even the Suns being outside of and the Spurs being outside the playoff picture. So you never know what could happen in the West. But
Fairs.
I think the top six will remain similar. Maybe because with the Clippers getting Kawhi back, I think, and the job and effort they've done with Norman Powell and them boys about him has been impressive. So the top six, I think, stays the same. The 7 to 10, I don't know. Maybe even Clippers maybe move out. Who knows?
I
In
think
terms of
Dallas
the
makes.
East,
I think Dallas makes the playoffs. I think AD should be back for the playoffs. I think AD. And I think the Dallas Mavericks will make the playoffs.
I think he's out for the season, isn't he?
No, it's out indefinitely. I think. I think they didn't say. He didn't say. They didn't say rest of the season.
Up to a month. Okay, a month.
Up to possibly a month. Yeah, AD up to possibly a month. I think.
Yeah.
So
Then
maybe. So maybe.
Lively's another month. Caleb 2 to 3 weeks. PJ. So yeah, Dwight Powell. So they don't really have a center like that at the moment.
Yeah, they traded away Maxi Kleber, bro.
Mm.
They could have. They could have taken Alex Len when the Lakers got him.
Yeah, they could have. Could have.
But yeah, the East, the West stays the same. I think the West top six. Mm,
The only team that could go up is probably the Timberwolves.
yeah, Timberwolves might if Anthony Edwards starts, picking up again.
Yeah, and you never know about the Kings and Warriors. Them two can go wherever.
No, I think the Kings will make the playoffs, bro. I've said this. The Kings will make the playoffs, but they've messed up big time this year with the firing of Mike Brown and the De'Aaron Fox thing, and maybe bringing in DeMar DeRozan. That's where I think they kind of messed up.
No, I think their roster now looks better, in my opinion. Obviously, they need a better PG because Malik Monk isn't really a PG.
I'll be real, bro. I liked the Kings last year and the year before much more than right now.
Yeah, but if a player wants to go, I think what they got in return in Zach Levine is
Yeah, Zach Levine's a good player. Yeah, 100%.
They've got a decent bench as well, so I think they're all right. I think they're all right to still.
Who do you think?
Not playoffs, but play.
So the Thunder win the West comfortably. I think the Grizzlies will get. It'll be between Grizzlies. Augusta is not here, man. And let King have his takes, bro. And if you want to say your opinion, please keep it respectful in the chat, because I'm not going to tolerate. I don't want anyone to disrespect my panelists in chat. Yeah, King's here to talk NBA. I'm here to talk NBA. Yeah, if you can call him a casual, call him whatever you want. Yeah, whatever it is, keep it to yourself, and yeah, that's it. King is casual. Cool. That's your opinion. King's a panelist. Respect him. Respect everyone on the panel. Yeah. All right. Sorry about that, mate. Sorry about that.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Let's just get to just get to rest of the East. Obviously, the East stays the same. In my opinion, I think top 8. Who do you think gets in from the play in? I think the Hawks might. I think the Hawks might. I think the Magic might. It depends if Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner stays fit for the rest of the year, for the rest of the season.
Yeah, if them two are fit, I think the Magic even have a chance of making the playoffs. In terms of if they can turn around the second half of the season.
Yeah,
especially with the players that they have. But in terms of play in, I'm gonna go with. In terms of the East, I'm gonna go with Magic. I don't know about the Hawks because they let go of Hunter. They don't have JJ. I might be. You know what? I think Miami might surprise you.
Yeah, I think when Andrew Wiggins will start going. Obviously, he played his first game against the Celtics and didn't have a good game. I mean, I don't know really. I don't really know who's gonna make the play in like the playoffs, but I think the Hawks will make the playoffs. I think the Hawks will just scrape it in because Trae Young, you never know. This guy one-off games can do something. In one-off games, he's a good player. Magic when Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner, definitely. I think they'll definitely get in. It's not the rest of them. I think it's the battle for 10th right now between the Bulls, the Sixers, and the Nets. Like that's the battle for 10th is still there. So yeah, you never know about that one. Obviously the West, OKC, Grizzlies, Nuggets, Rockets. I think the top second, third, and fourth might change. I think the Nuggets will finish second. I think the Nuggets will come second. I think the Grizzlies or the Rockets will battle for third and fourth. The Lakers and Clippers will battle for fifth and sixth. That's what I think. But yeah, let's predict the rest of the games. We'll wrap it up.
1 second, can I address that comment about the?
Yeah, go on. Please do it. Please do it.
In regards to All-Star players of the East, 09, I wasn't a fan of basketball in 09. If you can tell with my accent, I'm from England. That back then I was only really into football, rugby, cricket, tennis. So I was into different sports. I've only been into basketball since like the mid 2010s.
Thank you for reminding me about cricket, bro. Cricket, I'll check the score. India playing.
So in terms of basketball, I've only been interested in it in recent times since the mid 2010s, around the time when Ben Simmons and Embiid and Marco Fultz joined the Sixers, when Sixers were one of the worst teams in the league. And then obviously they had a lot of number one picks, a lot of duds, some good ones. Ben Simmons turned out to be a dud. Embiid turned out to be a all-star caliber player. Marco Fultz had problems with shooting, stuff like that. So in terms of 09, I wasn't privy to basketball around them times. I wasn't interested in it. So regardless of being a casual, I never said I was an expert. I've never said that I was some.
No one's perfect.
I've never been an NBA guy since day one. That's not me. I just love the sport. I love the teams. I love the fact that it's different to me. It's different to the British based sports. It's a very unique sports. Like with NFL, you can say that it's very similar to rugby. With MLB, you can see it's similar to cricket in terms of the way it's done. NBA for me is America's most unique sport. So in terms of being a casual, I don't care if I'm a casual.
Maybe the NFL now, because obviously NFL has more ratings, I think. But yeah, sorry, go on.
No, continue. But close in terms of the way it's played. If you look at like rugby Super League, it's a very similar style in terms of tackle, you stop, very tactical in terms of that. But in terms of basketball, it's a very unique sport. Something that I'm not going to say I'm an expert on. I love the game, and I'm a 76ers fan since the mid 2010. So in terms of 09, I wasn't a fan. I was into Chelsea Football Club and stuff like that, and into cricket, into English rugby in terms of international Six Nations stuff like that. So for me, I was a different person back then. NBA wasn't even on my radar.
That's true.
It's only been
neither was I, bro. Neither was I. I properly started watching basketball again in 2017.
Yeah,
and I was in my final year of school. In 2017, I was in my last year of school. I was just about to finish high school and head to university. I was I became a Boston Celtics fan because my family pretty much grew up there. My family pretty much studied there, like almost a lot of my family. So Boston was like a second home to my family. Even my cousins right now are still in Boston. So I don't know. I have a lot of love for Boston.
Yeah. For
And
me,
yeah,
76ers was a thing as well in regards to why I support them as well. When I was younger, I did play a couple NBA games, and I played I can't remember which one, but it was when uh Allen Iverson and Iguodala were in the Sixers together, and I liked
right.
AI. I liked the way he played basketball. I watched his highlights. I enjoyed the fact that he was different on and off the court. That he was 100% him. So for me, that's why Philly and Philly as a city and their fans, for me, similar to very Boston fans, they're very passionate, and I like that
Yeah.
kind of passion, that level of passion. That's why I like Philly.
You just
That's why I
you
like
just
Cleveland as well. They're just very passionate about their sports, and that's what
yeah.
London is. London is passionate about football, just like how Philly, how Boston, how Cleveland are very passionate about sports, and I like those kind of cities. A lot of cities in NBA are kind of half with their sports in terms of basketball.
Mm,
Some cities are more NFL cities, and even within England, the south is more football, the north is more rugby. They're more rugby
yeah.
orientated. Certain parts are more cricket orientated. So there are different sports for different people. But '09, yeah, as I said, wasn't into NBA. Never claimed to be this mega mind in terms of basketball. I
India.
wasn't that. But if we want to talk '09, early 2000s football, I can do that. I can do that for sure, but not basketball.
Fair enough. I mean, you said your part. India are playing the Bangladesh right now, so I'd have to keep up the score. Thank you for reminding me of cricket, by the way. Thank you for
Yeah.
reminding me about that.
Cricket back in the day was so cold. I used to love it. I used to love because in school I would sometimes they would play India v Pakistan in terms of like the game because
Mm,
that would be the big one. That would be the big one. There was a lot of in 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 my school that loved those two teams. So yeah. Then yeah, when they introduced 2020 cricket, yeah, that was a whole nother level. I love 2020 cricket. So fast paced.
fairs. And yeah, no, I hear it, bro. Um, let's get through predictions. Obviously, I think we spoke about our part, but I think you wish the Sixers won more championships, did you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course, of course. So
Of
do
course.
I.
When you're
So
supporting
do
the
I.
team for a period of time, you think like, oh, want them to be more successful. But I understood when I went to the Sixers that they were one of the worst teams that they were going to grow over time. Because once you learn about American sports, is the thing is you can be bad, but then if you make the right picks, the right moves, can turn around like into a top team. I mean, look at the Eagles for example, in terms of the turnaround they've made terms of the kind of picks and the things they did with trades and stuff. That's what American sports is so much more interesting in terms of trades, picks, things of that nature because it's a very unique way to become a good team rather than in football you just got to spend money, spend money, spend money. Whereas in NBA or NFL you can do trades, you can do picks, you can do there's different ways to become successful in the sport, which I like.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's get through predictions. Pacers, Grizzlies. I'll go with the Pacers. You know.
I think Grizzlies are going to win that one, to be honest. Even though it's in Indiana, I think Memphis are a team that are going to have a strong second half to the season.
Hawks, Magic. I'm gonna go with the Hawks. It'll be a tight. It'll be a tight game.
I think the Hawks letting go of Hunter it will be a big problem, and
They
the
did
Magic
get Levert though. They did get Karis Levert though.
Karis Levert
So-
off the bench looks good, but the Magic are healthy now. Are healthier now, so I'll go Magic.
Brooklyn Cavs. Yeah, Cavs win easy. Cavs win comfortably.
Yeah. I think Cavs should win that.
Knicks Bulls. I'm going Knicks. Knicks at home. Knicks versus Bulls at Madison Square Garden. I'm gonna go Knicks.
I'm thinking if I want to just go for a surprise one because not all the time.
Go,
Yeah,
bro. Go.
Bulls.
There's no points to play for. Go for whatever you want.
Bulls in it. Because sometimes you never know.
Hey, I need the Bulls. I need the Bulls to win, man. I need the Bulls to win. Because you know me, the Celtics and Knicks are close to each other right now. So I need the Bulls to win. So I hope you're right. I knew when you paused for a second. I knew you wanted to say the Bulls. So I was like, yeah, he's definitely going for the Bulls. I I had a good feeling. Bucks Clippers. That might be a good game to watch if Kawhi's fit.
I think
If
he
you
is. I
know,
think he is because he missed the last
then
game for rest, so he should play this one.
but what about Giannis though? Is Giannis fit?
Actually, let me check.
Man, that's gonna be interesting. Because if Giannis isn't fit, that changes everything for me.
He's out. Let's see, it's questionable.
I think they'll sit him out because I think
Yeah.
they want to be healthy for the playoffs. I'll go
Yeah,
with the Clippers.
Lillard is questionable as well. They're both questionable for the game.
Ooh,
So
I think Lillard plays. I think Dame plays. I think Dame plays. Giannis sits out. I'll go with the Clippers win if Kawhi's
Yeah.
playing.
yeah, I think Kawhi will play, and I think the Clippers will win.
Denver Hornets. I'm gonna go with Denver. Like Hornets probably gonna be tired tonight. They played a tough game down the stretch against the Lakers. I'm gonna go with the Denver Nuggets to win.
Yeah, I think Denver. After a good win in LA, it's hard after a break to go back to back. You're gonna be tired. You're gonna be leggy. So
Yeah.
it's just gonna be
Suns,
too much for them.
Spurs, Suns. I'll go with the
Ooh.
Spurs win. I'll go with Spurs win. But maybe Booker's rested well, and you might come back strong.
Yeah, but the Spurs look good.
Yeah, I'll go with Spurs. Spurs at home.
Yeah, I think Spurs will win that one. But that will be a close one. That'll be a nice game to watch. Wemby versus Durant. That will be a nice one.
Blazers, Lakers. I'm going with the Blazers win. Form team right now. They're 9-2 in their last 11 games. By the way, the Blazers.
Yeah.
So they're the form team right now. I'm going with Blazers.
Ayton
Blazers
is
at home
injured,
to win.
but Clinigan was good last game, so I'll give it to Blazers. I think I'll agree with you.
I think LeBron might sit out tomorrow. I think he plays back to back.
Yeah, definitely, because he came into it injured as well because he didn't play All Star. So yeah,
Is Luka also going to sit out tomorrow? I think he might sit out tomorrow as well, isn't it?
It's a possibility, because he's
And-
been on limited
and
minutes.
AR.
But
And Austin Reeves plays tomorrow instead.
yeah, maybe. I think Luka will play. LeBron will sit out. I think one of them will sit out. I think it's very similar to the Milwaukee situation. One of them will sit out just because.
Now this is a good game to watch. These two teams are coming off a back to back. They're coming off a back to back. Cavs Knicks.
Ooh.
That is going to be a good game to call, isn't it? And you know what? Nah, I can't. I'm going with Cleveland to win at home. I think Cleveland just.
I think the Cavs have more. Yeah, Cavs.
Yeah, the Cavs might have more. Because Knicks are coming off a back to back, and quality wise compared to Cleveland, I think Cleveland just has better depth. So I think Cleveland will win tomorrow. Magic Grizzlies. Grizzlies. Grizzlies.
I'll go with Magic for that one. I think Magic will win that one as well.
Actually, wait, hold on. Are they playing a back to back?
Oh yes,
the Grizzlies are playing a back to back. They're playing Pacers and they're playing. Bro, a lot of teams are playing back to back tomorrow. Even bro, a lot of teams are playing back to backs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with the Grizzlies to win. I think Grizzlies will also win this game. I think Grizzlies will win. Wizards Bucks. I'm gonna go with Bucks to win comfortably, even though Giannis is out. I think Bucks will win this game.
Wizards he might be back for them though. So
yeah,
he
might.
Bucks.
Bro, the Wizards have got nothing left to play for now. It's done. The season's over.
Yeah, for them definitely. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Bucks to win. Comfy.
Yeah, same.
Raptors Heat. I think Raptors are not. I don't know. I'll go with the Heat. Why not? I'll go with the Heat. I think the Heat.
I've liked the Heat. I've liked the Heat without Jimmy anyway. So they're moving on from him. I think less noise. Tyler Hero looks good. So yeah, Heat.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Mavs Pelicans.
Pelicans.
Mavs.
They're gonna.
I think Kyrie's gonna carry them. I think Kyrie will get to carry them over the line.
Depends if Zion is playing, because if Zion's playing, they're not gonna have anything to stop him.
I'm not worried about Zion playing. I'm more worried about. I think they will. I just think that they're gonna. What do you call? I just think that the Mavericks at home they'll play well.
Yeah, but they have no big men, so like if Zion's on form, he's just gonna dominate the paint. They don't have anyone
The glass,
to
yeah,
stop him.
maybe.
Yeah, they don't
But I
have
also
anyone
got
to stop him.
I'll also go with Dallas. This might be an interesting game, even though like, the names are not so like amazing. Spurs Pistons. That's gonna be a bit of an interesting
Yeah, that'll
game.
be a
But
fun game.
I think Spurs win this game still.
Is was it who's the home team?
Sorry,
Who's the home team?
Spurs. But they're coming up a back to back. I still think Spurs will win though. Wemby will help them get over the line. I
I'm
think the
gonna go with
Pistons will.
Pistons for that one. I'll go with Pistons for that one. The Pistons have been good.
Fair enough. Rockets Timberwolves. Rockets. Rockets home win.
Rockets at home, yeah, Rockets, yeah.
Jazz Thunder. I'm gonna go with man, this is gonna be a tough one to call. Because Jazz have picked up a good run of form as of late. I think they beat the Lakers. I'll go with Jazz to win, shock win. I'll go with the shock Jazz win. Why not?
I think Thunder. I think even though the Jazz beat the Lakers, I think the Lakers are very inconsistent themselves. So
I hear it.
Thunder are too much for the Jazz, especially.
Nah, fair enough. Sacramento Kings versus Golden State Warriors. Kings home win, in my opinion. I think Kings will win this one.
I'm gonna go with Golden State. I think they're gonna have a good second half. I think people are underestimating how much Jimmy Butler's gonna help them in the second half of the season. It's another problem basically because with Steph he's gonna shoot threes, but Jimmy can go inside, and you're gonna either have to decide to stop Jimmy or stop Steph. That's gonna be a problem.
Fairs. Bulls Suns.
Ooh, it can go either way.
I think Suns win. Suns win. They need this more than Chicago. They need this win more than Chicago, so I'm gonna go with the Suns.
They do need to go on a run, but yeah, I'll go with Suns as well. Go with Suns.
Sixers Nets. Sixers win, in my opinion.
I'll go with the Nets.
Denver Lakers. Oh, this one is going to be a good game. I think Denver win. Denver at home.
Yeah, Denver.
Denver.
They can't. They got nothing to. They've got nothing to stop Jokic. They needed to bring in a center. They tried with Williamson. When that failed, Jackson Hayes and Alex Len and them guys aren't enough.
Fair enough. Jazz Rockets. Rockets win.
I think Jazz win that one. I think that will be the surprise. Jazz win.
Blazers Hornets. Blazers.
I'll go with Hornets.
Nah, Blazers. I think Blazers win.
That one's either way. Depends who shows up.
They're the form team right now. That's why I'm saying. That's why I'm saying they might.
Yeah, but LaMelo can shoot the lights out. So.
Drew and Miles Bridges as well.
Yeah, Miles Bridges. Yeah, they got some good pieces.
Early game, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on a Sunday night, on a Sunday afternoon. Celtics Knicks at TD Garden. Celtics. I'm backing the Celtics to win this one.
Is what at TD Garden?
TD Garden.
Celtics should win that one. I think that will be the catalyst for you to get second the East, like cement it.
Yeah, if we win this game, it's over.
Yeah, cement that.
Almost pretty much. But we still play the next one more time. But we've got if we win on Sunday, that's us 3-0 up in the regular season series. So I think we got it. Warriors Dallas.
Ooh,
Warriors. I think Warriors win this one. In Golden State. But yeah. Klay Thompson returning to Golden State might want to.
That's why I'm thinking. I'm gonna go with Dallas.
I still think Golden State will win though, because I think Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler will play a good game, and yeah,
I think Klay will try to go off again, like try and bring back the old Klay for one time.
Fair enough. Pacers Clippers. Pacers win.
I'll go with Clippers.
Hawks, Pistons.
Pistons.
Pistons. Nah, Hawks actually. Hawks. Bucks, Heat. That's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a good game to watch. Well, I don't know, a good game to watch, but that'll be tough to predict.
Yeah,
I'll
still go with Bucks.
I'll go with a shock Heat win on the road. Why not? I'll go with a Heat win on the road.
Definitely could happen.
Magic Wizards. Yeah, Magic. Magic will win this one.
Yeah, it's very unlikely the Wizards will.
Raptors, Suns. Suns win this one.
I'll go with Raptors.
Suns need this more.
You can need it more, but you can still lose.
I'll go with Suns. This one's gonna be tough to call as well. Cavs, Grizzlies. Cavs against Grizzlies.
I'm gonna go with Grizzlies.
Like in Cleveland.
Yeah, why not?
Nah, I think Cavs, bro. I think Cavs got this.
Why not? I think one of the best teams in the West against one of the best teams in the East. I think the West are
that's
better.
true, you know. That's true, you know. Pelicans, Spurs. Sorry, what were you saying?
I think Memphis will beat Cleveland. I'll be honest.
Fair. I'll go Cavs. Pelicans, Spurs. I'll go with Spurs. I'll go with Spurs. And last but not least, before we wrap it up, Timberwolves, Thunder. Timberwolves, obviously, I think they beat the Thunder before the All-Star break.
Yeah, I think they can do it again, so I'm gonna go with them.
Yeah, why not? Timberwolves win. Same.
Yeah.
I'll go with Timberwolves win as well. Celtics Sixers matchup tomorrow will be a good, interesting game. Hornets Lakers, so that was a good game to watch as well. To welcome back the NBA after the All-Star break. But to be fair to you, this game was rescheduled because obviously the last one was postponed because of the wildfires. I think that's why they moved it.
Yeah.
So yeah, they moved this game today.
It was funny after the failed medical that the two guys dapped each other up.
Oh yeah.
Imagine if they were on the opposite teams. That would have been interesting.
And the Hornets would still win. Imagine that.
Yeah, well, they probably would.
Revenge games. For letting the player for the players wanting to go to the Lakers, but yeah, I mean that was a good game. That was a good closeout. The Lakers lost. LeBron that dunk crazy. Still doing it at 40 years old and stuff. Yeah, I mean crazy. We'll definitely be back with more games. We'll be back on Monday. I think Monday or Tuesday. I think we'll be back then. So yeah, we'll see you guys on that day. Then, one sub away from 140. Let's get to 140 subs. King, I left your link in the title. Make sure you guys go check King's channel. Obviously, he'll have more videos coming out soon. I think it's all you have for today. We'll have F1 updates coming soon. Obviously, F1 season is around the corner, so we'll see you for F1 as well. NBA, we'll see you back I think Monday, and I think NFL will just take a break for the off season. Yeah, I guess I'll see you for then, bro. I'll see you then.
Yeah, definitely. I'm excited for Formula One. Obviously, the event happened, so obviously we've got testing for that coming up. So Formula One is definitely going to be back on this channel, which I'm excited about. Yeah, basketball's still on the way. Obviously, second half of the season, going into the playoffs. It's going to be very interesting to see how teams go. Obviously.
We just gave our predictions again as well for today. I think we'll do our revised predictions as well. If you want to do like a random show soon, we'll definitely do like a what do you call, like a revised predictions for the rest of the season if you want that.
Yeah, definitely. Like
I think next show we'll do it. Do it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But good if we can get Augustio back on it as well. Be interesting to see what he has to say, especially after.
Let's get 3 casuals on, bro. If you want, me, you, and Augustia. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, no, I enjoy talking about this stuff. Like it's just it's all fun and games, really.
Yeah, it is. It's all fun and games.
What we all love. So
100%. But yeah, we're gonna close out. See yous on Tuesday, isn't it? Monday or Tuesday? Monday around that. I'll schedule a show. But yeah, we'll see you then. Go Celtics. See yous. Peace.